saw the CNN poll where Trump with MAGA, and I think MAGA is most of the Republican Party, is 100% approval. In fact, the young gentleman that does the poll is very good, actually, because he's honest. He said, I've never seen 100% before. I'm 100% in the CNN poll, which just came out. What did you say?
What would you say to the survivors who feel like they...
Sometimes you look at the polling data and there are numbers that just jump off the screen at you. Just take a look here. MAGA GOP view of Trump. Approve 100%. 100%. If you are a member of MAGA and the GOP, you approve of Donald John Trump. 0% say that they disapprove.
Stop traitor Trump! Stop traitor Trump! Stop traitor Trump! This is what democracy looks like!
St. Paul with photojournalist Nick Boki, Connor White, WCCO.
I did something today. 150 years, they've wanted to build a ballroom at the White House. When we have dignitaries coming like President Xi of China or anybody else, we have very small rooms. They're not big enough. Nice. I'll show you. Here's another view. This is coming from right opposite the Treasury building. Let me see another one of them. Here's a view from on the south with the porch. That's great. This is a view of the columns as they are going to be made. They're going to be hand carved and they're beautiful. There's not one dime of government money going into the ballroom. Let me just see another one. Here's another one. Wait, excuse me, wait. I thought I'd do this now because it's easier. I'm so busy that I don't have time to do this. But I'm fighting wars and other things. But this is very important.
President, deal in Iran this upcoming week.
Say it?
Sir, could you foresee a deal in Iran this upcoming week?
I do see a deal in Iran.
Mr. President?
Could be soon.
This is where you'd send in ground troops up to 30 minutes, taking hundreds.
We've had very good negotiations today with Iran, getting a lot of the things that they should have given us a long time ago. And now today they gave us as a tribute, I don't know, I can't define it exactly, but they gave us, I think out of a sign of respect, 20 boats of oil, big boats of oil, going through the Hormuz Strait over the next couple of days, a lot of boats. We're doing extremely well in that negotiation, but you never know with Iran because we negotiate with them and then we always have to blow them up. I think we'll make a deal with them, pretty sure. Whether it's possible, we won't. But we've had regime change. They came back on the 15-point plan. They gave us most of the points. Why wouldn't they?
And you make it sound like they made some concessions. Can you identify those?
Well, they're agreeing with us on the plan. I mean, we asked for 15 things, and for the most part, we're going to be asking for a couple of other things.
What this entire war has begun is based essentially on a miscalculation of the will to fight of the Iranian people. The IRGC is being run, they're essentially religious fanatics, okay? They're not fighting for Iran. They're fighting for Allah. They're fighting for Islam. Any kind of attack, any kind of shutdown of their oil, they don't care because we are the great Satan and they're fighting against the great Satan. This is a holy war to them.
Once unalterably opposed to Middle East wars, many of his MAGA supporters now believe in this Middle East war with the zeal of converts. And while Trump has made clear that he would like to end the hostilities, the problem this time, unlike with tariffs, is that he cannot unilaterally stop what he started.
No, the issue of the Strait of Hormuz and Iran control of it and charging tolls, what do you think about that?
Well, I have to find out if it's true. You know, they're going to do whatever they have to do. We could close that up in 2 minutes. We could close that up so fast your head would spin.
Are you considering still putting boots on the ground, and would you do that without going to Congress?
I just have lots of alternatives. We have tremendous numbers of ships over there. We don't need them all because of, the power.
Iran knows when you hit Karg Island,
all four of those options are going to absolutely result in American casualties, not just wounded, but killed in action. Anytime you put military on the ground in a fixed location, remember that Iran could absolutely strike any facility.
Then there's the deployment of the 82nd Airborne. Is it all but certain that these troops will see combat, or is this symbolic in nature?
I certainly hope that it is symbolic and that it is posturing by the president. Sending in a airborne brigade, which is extremely lightly armed, and announcing it in advance is not something you should be doing.
we negotiate with bombs.
We negotiate with bombs? That doesn't sound right.
Very few things the Secretary of Defense sound right. They're not logical, it's bantering. And the way that he talks does not reflect anything that's logical. Negotiating with bombs, what the heck does that mean?
Why did you mention that Cuba will be next? What did you mean by that exactly?
Yeah, Cuba's going to be next. Cuba's a mess. It's a failing country, and they're going to be next. Within a short period of time, it's going to fail. And we will be there to help it out. Cuba's going to be next, yeah. Government money going into the ballroom.